In today's video, I'll show you some of the most important differences between rich people and poor people. You'll discover differences in how they think, how they act, and how they see the world. Come, let's move to video. First point is rich people manage their money well. One of the reasons rich people are rich is that they know how to manage their money well. In general, they keep a budget and don't carry a lot of consumer debt. They understand that car payments and credit card bills are not conducive to building wealth. If they do use credit cards, they pay off the balance every month so there are no finance charges. Poor people tend to use consumer debt. They believe that credit card bills and car payments are just a part of life. Most avoid keeping track of their money or do a written budget. They tend to spend their paycheck until the money runs out. If the money runs out before the next paycheck, they use the credit card to fill the gaps. The second point is rich people focus on rewards. Rich people understand it's necessary to take on some risk if you want significant financial rewards. They take measured risks with their investments and in their business dealings when they believe the rewards are worth the risk. Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose. But in the end, rich people know that risks and rewards go hand in hand. Poor people focus on risk. Poor people tend to focus more on the risk side of the equation. They believe risk should be avoided because they don't want to lose money. Because of that, they tend to stick with safe investments like CDs, savings accounts, and other low-return investments so they don't lose their hard-earned money. The third point is rich people take on challenges. Rich people are not afraid to take on difficult challenges when they know there is potential for a nice payoff. Building independent wealth is really easy, and there are a lot of hard things that need to be done to make it happen. Rich people face these challenges head-on, seeing them as a chance to grow and succeed. Poor people run from challenges. Poor people don't like to be challenged. They like to stay in their comfort zone and keep things the way they are. The only time they will take on a difficult challenge for growth is when they are forced into it. They typically don't take the initiative at work and do the minimum it takes to stay employed. Fourth point is rich people choose both. When faced with choices, rich people like to have their cake and eat it too. When faced with an either-or choice, and both choices are favorable, rich people try to find a way to have both. Choosing both is a state of mind that has an accelerating effect on wealth building. When you are of the mindset of choosing both, you'll always end up with more. Poor people choose either-or. When faced with either-or decisions, poor people tend to choose one or the other, but not both. They haven't opened up their mind to the awesome possibilities that choosing both could have on their life. So they stay limited in their thinking, and limited in their wealth because they don't want to ask too much. Even if they want both, they don't feel like they can have both because they might be perceived as greedy or undeserving. Fifth point is rich people face their fears. Rich people are not immune to fear. All humans experience fear from time to time, but those that know how to overcome it tend to succeed more than those who don't. Facing fears of the unknown in a business deal, an investment, or in relationships is necessary if you want to become a stronger, more successful person. Just like facing risk, facing your fears usually pays off huge when you decide to do it on a regular basis. Poor people run from fear. On the other hand, poor people don't want to face their fears. They would rather stay stuck in a rut and comfortable than overcome fears that hold them back from achieving their best destiny. Sixth point, the rich people make their money work hard. Both poor people and rich people work hard for their money. But wealthy people like to make their money work hard for them. They don't want their money sitting around in savings accounts gathering dust. Rich people make it a point to find money in their budget to invest, and they do it on a regular basis. Instead of hoping there is money to put into investments at the end of the month, they're more likely to sacrifice spending money so they can invest it and watch it grow. Poor people work hard for their money. Poor people, on the other hand, work hard for their money and usually have little to show for it. They tend to spend their entire paycheck without saving money for investments. The result is that the average wage earner has little to show for decades of hard work. Then they have to rely on social security and continue to work until their health won't allow it. Seventh point is the rich people are relentlessly positive. Let's face it, there are plenty of things to be negative about in today's complicated world. Rich people know that negativity never accomplishes anything good. Keeping a positive attitude and hanging around positive people are essential to building a wealthy life. Believing that good things are going to happen to you, even when things don't look so good, helps you power through tough situations and come through victorious. Positive people change things they don't like instead of complaining about them. One of the ways they harness positivity is through positive self-affirmations. They envision what they want and speak it as if it's already happened. Over time, those affirmations have a habit of becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy. Poor people wallow in negativity. Negative Nellies tend to be financially unsuccessful. They're usually complaining about what's going on in world events, their career, family life, and anything else they can find to complain about. They love to complain so other people can hear them, but rarely, if ever, take action toward finding a solution to the problem. 8th point is the rich people are committed to living a wealthy life. Unless you win the lottery, most people don't just stumble into wealth. Building wealth takes a commitment to doing the things necessary to make a rich life happen. You have to commit to doing difficult things like getting an advanced education, becoming a doctor, lawyer, etc. Working long hours to advance your career. Taking years to build a successful business. Finding ways to improve your skills. Taking financial risks that hopefully will pay off in the end. Poor people dream of being rich. Poor people like to dream of winning the lottery or discovering they had a rich aunt that died and left them millions of dollars. Sometimes they even talk badly about wealthy people out of jealousy. They are not willing to do what it takes to join the ranks of the wealthy. They would rather be entertained with novels, movies, and video games than commit time to learning and doing things that lead to wealth. 9th point is the rich people hang around other rich people. Walk with the wise and become wise. Associate with fools and get in trouble. Rich people hang out with other rich people because they can learn from each other. They talk less about people and more about business, investments, social trends, and other subjects that help make them more knowledgeable. They share what they're doing in their own wealth building journey and learn from each other. Poor people hang around other poor people. If you want to stay poor, hang out with poor people. They don't have a plan. They tend to talk about everything other than what it takes to build more wealth. If you want to build more wealth, find wealthier friends. Find friends that are better off than you are and learn from them. Find out how they earn money, what they invest in, what kind of education they have, and get their advice on how to do those things yourself. 10th point is rich people focus on what they want. Whether it's wealth, health, good relationships or anything else, wealthy people focus on what they want and try to find a way to achieve it. They're not into making excuses or being bitter and unhappy about things they don't have. Poor people focus on what they don't have. Poor people have more of a tendency to focus on what they lack. They're more likely to make excuses like, "The system is rigged against people like me. I don't have an education. You need money to make money, and I don't have any. I don't have any marketable skills. I don't have connections." Dear friend, I hope you are happy about the video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and share to your friends, then leave a comment in below box.